The other one, Solomon, whose name means peace, and he indeed builds the temple. So right away, you have an understanding that what this represents is the mind, each of us, the mind where the wars rage. The temple will never be constructed within, but where there is peace, then the temple can be built. Solomon built God's temple according to the Bible, which is part of this allegory. But Solomon is a part of us that's very interesting, because what happened is, after he built the temple, as many of us do in our meditation, he became distracted by other things. He became distracted through himself, through the things around him, through the physical things around him, and he turned away from the temple, see? Because, and we all desire to have things, and that's fine, and I do too. But when we depend on our lower self instead of our higher self, then we are Solomon, and suddenly, even though we built the temple, we're too busy for the temple. We know where the temple is, we know how to get to the temple, but we're too busy to go there, because we have so many other things to do. And you would be surprised. I could show you, even in this place here, where on Tuesday nights, we used to have people stacked up in the corners and laying all over the place. They couldn't wait to get to the temple. And though they found the temple, then after, they became too busy for it. There are too many other things to do. This came on television or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make here is something happened to Solomon in this parable or this allegory. Something came between him and God. Something came between him and the divine mind, in the same way that things come between me and meditation, or things come between you and meditation. Something happened, and the Bible has an extremely clever and beautiful way of identifying it. If you look with me, I think you'll find it very interesting. Go to page 303 in the little Bible that you have, and it's interesting if you could open it up and just take a look at it and see what it says, all right? Page 303, and it is 1 Kings, and it's chapter 10. Now, remember what I'm saying here, and this is why it's important for you to see for yourself. The Bible is not a history book. The Bible is not a book of drama. It's not written by a Tennessee Williams or you can think of some of the famous authors that you might have read about. It's something special. It's not something to be recited in churches. It's deeply mystical. And it tells you in no uncertain terms what goes on if you're only wise enough and have the eyes to open up and look. What got between Solomon and his ability to work with the temple, and the same thing that gets between us. Page 303, 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 14. Now the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 600. Watch me. 3 score is 3 times 20, which is 60, and 6. What was it? 666. Do you see that? Do you see that? There is the identity, and if you'll